I am now convinced that we need a radical approach to this lingering issue of witchcraft. There is no king in this land, and that is because wise Omesu believes in the diplomacy of 7 days of peace. But I have seen that we cannot deal with witchcraft using diplomacy. Therefore, I call for Obejili, the all-conquering sword of Abomimi. They have not used you for long because they believe they cannot use you, but I know that I can use you because I have read about you. I believe. So rise. Rise! Rise! Then who are you? I never called for you. I called for Obejili. Who are you?
My name is Awegon Kitty, the goddess of metal money. Thank you so much for freeing me at last. Omesu had kept me here for long because he said men don't need metal money anymore. Can you imagine that?
Of course, main money is now in notes. Nobody uses coins anymore.
That is your thought. I shall be available to educate you when you are ready to learn.
What?
That will face Omaninze.
I am beginning to see the wisdom in this contest of yours. It is actually a perfect way to humiliate the prince and create more confusion in the palace.
Humiliation is not my target. He shall be wrestling with his chief, his own god. How will he survive that? The wrestler of Okpoko will not only win the contest, but will murder the prince to death.
If you ask me, I will say we don't have enough men in the palace. We are all up against the determined people, and we should not leave everything to chance.
Usora, just calm down and see what will happen.
Wise one.
If your inner eyes open, you will discover that the man they brought with them is not human.
I know already. I saw a mirage of him standing in the air. I tried to warn the prince not to step out, but he would not listen.
You don't need to waste time with the prince, because it is obvious he's not going to listen to anybody.
So what do we do, wise one? We cannot allow them reverse the course of history.
Lower the mantle of the king. I believe the spirit of your mother will guide you on exactly what you are going to do.
Wise one.
Who will redeem Abominable? Who will dare challenge me? We are from Oboga and we are here to take over. Yes. And there is no man among you. Asiasi! I will teach you that a stranger cannot take over my land. Come on, my prince! Come on, my prince! Come on, my prince!
Can you see yourself? You made me believe that you had the wrestler well prepared, that you possessed him with the personal god of the prince. But what am I seeing now? Tell me! The prince has thrown the man to the ground, and we are back to business.
This is unbelievable. Did you notice that all Malins of all people was unable to lift the prince from the ground? Something is behind it.
Don't tell me that rubbish! All the while, you made me believe you prepared him well. But now I'm convinced you did nothing at all!
I kept quiet all this while because I wanted to see the end of it. How can we think of a wrestling contest when we already know that the people have the mantle of the king? They used the mantle. And that was why he was not able to throw the prince.
But tell me why! Tell me why Lokata initiated a useless wrestling contest that has boxed all of us in a difficult corner.
This boils down to what I said earlier. But I still believe that we still have hope. Yeah, we are able and equal to the task to turn things around.
Thank you, my brother. This is exactly what I want to hear. Why are you shouting as if all hope is gone? We have a target. We know our target. Things can surely get wrong, but that doesn't mean we have lost it all. We are in a struggle.
The tactics was first class. I told you I don't need long preparation. Just one day of training and Omalinze of Okoko that has been training for years came crashing down. He couldn't withstand the firepower of the prince. This thing runs in the blood, and I want you to continue showering praises on me for retaining our prestige.
My prince, what happened yesterday was not ordinary. You owe your victory to the mantle of the king. If not for the mantle, Omalinze would have killed you.
What's this killjoy talking about? That it wasn't my skill that gave us victory yesterday?
My prince, the process was hijacked by the evil man. When you were up against Omalinze, you were actually up against your personal god, Yoshi. Just like he said, if not for the mantle of the king, you would have been a dead man by now.
You know, this ploy is a deliberate attempt to undermine the fact that I'm physically fit. And I don't like it.
My prince, what happened yesterday was far beyond physical fitness. Our ancestors saved us through the mantle. I suggest we throw an elaborate feast to thank the ancestors for saving your life, my prince.
Yes, who is there? The wise one. It's in Jacqueline.
Yes, come in.
Wise one. The news of the contest has gone so wide so fast.
What does that mean?
A beautiful woman just arrived at the palace. She said that she has come to congratulate the prince, and that she also said that she wants to see the prince face to face.
Oh, that's interesting. You know, a typical case of a prophet not having deserved honors in his place. Where is she from?
The lady is too beautiful to be sentenced to long interrogation, my prince. I allowed her into the palace and decided to come and tell you immediately.
Just be sure she's of no threat. I'll see her.
I hold it down, friend. I must admit you have some powers. But you should be humble enough to know the bounds of such powers. She came looking for me. So allow me to handle it.
This is how it's gonna be.
Here she is, my prince. Her name is Enenebe. She's the one who has arrived to congratulate the prince.
That's interesting. You know, I'm thrilled with this visit. Thank you very much, Enenebe.
Am I not qualified to give the prince a hug?
I like this girl.
There is only one reason I am still in this kingdom. And if not for that reason, I would have traveled abroad since.
I guess you've forgotten. You haven't congratulated your brother over his victory yesterday.
Oh, come off it, Ebube. What useless contest? My heart is bleeding right now and I feel like crushing all of them.
My princess, one day, a man will come into this palace to seek your hand in marriage. Now, these same men you now hate so much are the same people that will give you out in marriage.
Oluepope, you think I'm still obsessed about marriage? No. Every woman must not marry. And most women are not lucky with men because they are constantly hurting them. And if you happen to be one of such women, you will hate it when anyone talks about marriage.
My princess, this is not you. You used to tell me how you wanted to be a good mother to your children and an excellent wife to your husband. You were in high spirit when it comes to family values. And now you're talking so weird.
I am talking weird because men are weird. You know what? Just leave me alone. I need to just sit down and think constructively. Please.
This is not you, my princess. This is not you. Something is terribly wrong. And I'm going to find out what it is. I will.
Because he did what no one expected. Eze Okoko, one of Okoko, spent enormous amounts of money procuring charms to destroy the prince. Everybody was of the opinion that Omalinze was going to win the contest. But finally, the prince threw the man to the ground. I heard it and I said to myself, I must come to congratulate the prince.
Very thoughtful of you. From the way you sound, one would believe that you were part of the preparations. And of course part of the charms, am I right?
I am a woman of Okoko, and I know what my people did. For them to accept to come for that contest simply means they were powerfully prepared. But finally, the prince defeated Omalinze. I am happy because he proved to them that charms means nothing.
What's going on here?
My prince, I was only interacting with your visitor to get to know her some more. And I must say I'm truly impressed with her knowledge of charms.
And what do you mean by my knowledge of charms?
Exactly what you just told me about their preparations in Okoko.
That I told you I suspect what they did is not the same thing as telling you I knew about it. And mind you, it is not civilized to twist what somebody says.
Can you excuse us?
Of course.
Can I take you out for a walk?
My princess, please, you must forgive your brother of whatever he did wrong. His life is at stake.
What do you mean by that?
A lady has come to visit him in the palace, and he has asked me to prepare a place for her to sleep. You know what that means. Your brother is planning to sleep with this lady.
It's not my business. He's an adult and has the right to do whatever he chooses to with his life.
No, you don't understand it. Listen, Wise Omisu has confirmed that this lady has something to do with the python. If she spends the night here, they will swallow your brother. Wise Omisu has told him, but he's not listening. Don't even want to listen.
You sincerely want to know my opinion about this matter? Let them swallow him. He is not worthy of life.
My prince, do you now hate your brother this much? He is your brother, your only brother. He loves you so much and he can do anything for you. This is your brother.
Tell that to the birds.
Why is it taking me in this kind of majestic walk? Just the very first day we are seeing. You may not understand it, but this is the moment I've cherished all my life.
Within these few hours we've interacted, I've come to realize that you are this kind of lady that cherishes the smallest of things. I'm impressed with that.
Oh, well, I don't know what to say. But I like you, and I like the way you talk.
Come.
What is the matter with you? Why are you belching like that? Well, are you okay?
Sorry about that.
You actually got me worried.
Forgive me. You know you're a sensation, the most beautiful girl I ever saw.
Well, that's very romantic. Even as I know it's flattery. But why are you telling me all this?
I just want to know you more.
Okay, well, ask me anything and I'll get you the best of answers.
Okay. Do you know anything about pythons having affiliations? Any affiliations with humans?
Oh, yo, my prince. Nah, I don't like pythons. I hate pythons. Seriously. Come on, ask me something else.
Okay.
Excuse me, my prince. Let me ease myself in that edge.
Come on, what are you still hiding? You can do it here.
Oh, come on, my prince. I'm a lady, you know. I need some privacy. I'll be back shortly. The prince is falling so fast. He is already pushing to kiss me. And that could lead to something else. Can I take him in the bush?
Never! Once he takes you, your power is gone. Our target is for you to penetrate the palace and get us the mantle of the king. Now take him back to the palace and keep on searching for the mantle of the king. Do not let him take you until you have found the mantle.
Well, I never wanted to spend the night in your palace. I had wanted to tell you my mind when we get here.
But you cannot leave. I've already commissioned them to prepare the visitor's room for you.
And that's what turned me off. Why should I sleep in the visitor's room?
Because you're my visitor. And the ideal thing is that you spend the night in the visitor's room. You may not understand it if I asked you to spend the night in my quarters. You may think I want to take advantage of you. And that's an impression I wouldn't want to create. If I've never used my position to take advantage of any woman.
That's very impressive, my prince. But you know what? I own my life, and I am not answerable to anybody. If you want me to spend the night in your palace, then I have to spend it with you.
Wow. I said it that you are a sensation. Look, today is the first time I'm seeing you, and you're already making me feel like making you my wife.
Well, that's awesome, my friend. But seriously, we shouldn't be talking about marriage. I mean, it's still too early.
Oh, come on. What a pleasant surprise for you to know that I'm already in love with this lovely lady and prepare such a wonderful welcome dinner. Confirms to me that you are indeed a wise man. Thank you very much. You know, this is one thing I will remember all the days of my life. It's unbelievable. How can you allow a thing like that in a place like that? Wait, is this some kind of conspiracy or what? Look, you're embarrassing my visitor.
Who these people? They're driving me insane.
True, I'm embarrassed.
I can't stand what they're doing. I can't.
What? Python!
What's the meaning of this? Were you serious when you said she's a python?
My prince, when she excused herself in the bush and went by the edge, I watched her. I saw her talking with the coven that sent her. She is evil, my prince, and she just proved it.
You planned this?
We planned this to open your eyes, for you to see the python you were planning to spend the night with. My prince, learn to listen to the people that know you inside out. They will not lead you astray.
I don't know how they got to know I can't stand what they started. The pollution was coming from every anus in that room, and I lost it.
You lost it? And you lost this big opportunity when the prince had already fallen in love with you.
I know he has, but you can't blame me. I am a python and I detest dirt or anything that smells. They practically wanted to suffocate me in that room. I had to run for my life.
My name is Ukodu. Once I kill any man, he will never decay. Why have you summoned me here?
The mantle of the king is back to the palace of our born. And that mantle is already repairing all that we have scattered. Our dream of taking over the land will be jeopardized as long as that mantle is there. Go there and retrieve that mantle. Consider it done.
No man chases rats when his house is on fire. Once I kill any man, that man will never decay. Do not stand in my way.
I once caged a god and a goddess in the sword. Turn around now and leave, or I will be forced to cage you too.
Is it because the butterfly can fly that made him regard himself as a bird? For daring to stand before me today, I am going to teach you that I, the great Ugezu, the one that passes excreta once and the toilet is full. Power and dominion are my watchword. Kingdoms and kings beg for my mercy. These are the clear evidences of my power. Frog likes water, but not when the water is boiling. Take this!
Because you failed to kill the prince in a wrestling match, you then sent a python. We unmasked the python and now you are here to start the second phase of your attack. I tell you again, turn around and leave now before I end you.
Dare you!
Wise Omisu has confirmed to us again that he is indeed in charge.
How?
You know, when he asked us to drink the substance, I did not know what he was planning.
Why would you drink something you do not know?
He drank it first, and then he said that's the only way to save the prince.
Okay, so what happened?
Our bowels opened. And we were fighting like very uncivilized people. It was funny and stupid, but that was the only thing that saved your brother. Now, the lady started exhibiting her origin, and then she transformed into a giant python. Then she disappeared before our very eyes. Thank the gods.
Are you for me? Are you against me?
My princess, I can never be against you. I am for you.
If you continue like this in this palace, I will be forced to throw you out. Stop walking with the men. They are wicked and must pay for their evil.
Katako, Katako, Lima, Katako. Katako, Katako, Lima, Tetenine, Katako. I do not know, but I command you, by the powers of my mother, come out! Do not force me to use my powers on you. Come out!
You are the one causing all these problems for us. All through the time your father reigned as king, he listened to me. You are no longer listening to me, and that's why we're having all these problems.
Obesu, why hold me responsible for things I know nothing about?
I told you we should turn down the wrestling contest. You refused to listen to me. By our ancestors helping us, we survived the wrestling contest. They sent a python to congratulate you, and I asked you, let us send this lady away. Instead, you went for a walk with her. That python, that lady, is just the same thing with this man that went under. Are you seeing the things you are causing for us?
I don't even know why we are wasting time over this. The man used mystical powers to dig a grave for himself. So the best thing we'll do is just to seal up that hole. Luckily for us, we already have cement in this palace to do it.
Do no such thing without hearing from Omelaba. I believe by the time all these problems are over, you will learn to listen to me one more time.
Odilibe is already nursing the task of cementing the hole.
That should never be considered as an option. That man is there already, and he is gaining ground.
This is why I'm here, Great One. What shall we do to free the palace?
Use that diary you used before. Locate the very center of the forest of Ozemede. You will find an animal skin bag hanging on a wooden pole. If you are able to bring it down, then you have solved the problem. Let the animal skin bag be thrown into the hole and see what will happen.
Great Omelabo, is it a journey I must make alone, or must I go with you?
If you use the diary well, you will discover that Ozemede is not far from here. But don't embark on that journey alone.
Thank you.
As I speak to you right now, the hole is there in the compound. If you manage to walk through the earthquake near it, you will hear the voice of the man telling them that he will destroy the land. They have gone to one forest to find something to solve the problem.
All you are telling me are stories. I am not here for stories.
Then what are you here for?
See, the mantle of the king is still in this palace. They are hiding it somewhere in the palace. And we have decided to get that mantle.
If the mantle was hidden by Omesu, then I can assure you that we will not find it.
Why? You are the princess. There is nowhere in the palace that you are restricted from entering. You are the emerging leader of this land, and you must do everything to succeed.
I understand perfectly well what you have said, but this is also a man I know very well. Omesu is a combination of everything. If he was the one who hid that mantle, there is nothing anyone can do to find it.
Adana, the spirit of your mother is with you. You have our blessings. I want you to search everywhere in the palace and retrieve that mantle. See, once we get that mantle, this battle is over.
My prince!
What's the matter with you? Have you suddenly become a warmonger? You're looking at a helpless maiden and you're pulling your sword. For what?
My prince, this is bigger than you think. Allow me to handle this.
This is an order. Leave this maiden alone!
My prince, I have encountered this maiden before. She is evil. The maiden you saw at Wamboko is still there in Wamboko. This one is evil. Allow me, I will prove it.
Pay him no mind, my prince, for he's just been jealous. My prince, I fell in love with you the very first day I set my eyes on you.
You are a liar. You see?
I can't believe this.
Pay him no mind, my prince. He's only been jealous. I fell in love with you the very first day I set my eyes on you.
You're a terrible liar, and I regret ever knowing you. Finish off! Answer.
Were you the one that spoke? Are you truly a masquerade? So you can actually speak?
What are you doing here? I'm asking you. What are you doing here?
This is my father's palace, and I am a princess. Is there anywhere in this palace that I cannot enter?
The line between life and death is too tiny for comfort. Countless number of times, living people have wandered into the region of death unknowingly, still believing they are in the region of life. Don't make this mistake again.
What I understand from what you just said is that you have loaded this room with weapons of death, with which you're slowly killing us. That is why you do not want me or anyone in this palace to enter into this room.
Despite all the education we gave you, all the exposure we gave you into the core part of exoteric philosophy, you still allow the fool to mislead you. A fool who is unknown in the occult. I am very disappointed in you. And your father, Eza Balanze, will be more disappointed in you where he is. Monis. Mwanya da momo. Mwanya de bwani. Ndi bwani santi ko ni. Monisi.
Inasmuch as I want to be part of this, I do not want to die.
And who told you that you are going to die?
I am not a child. I do not need anyone to tell me. I am also not blind. That mask in there is mightier than us. And I will not let me be used as a scapegoat.
See, Adana, we are grooming you to becoming a masquerade. And
Kiru, please do not tell me that. I am a woman and there is no way I would be part of the masquerade. That mask in there represents something else and I do not want to be involved.
Adana, we have countless number of plans mapped out to take over and make you the ruler of this land. But we are taking it one by one. So don't be discouraged that you have failed now. We will continue to try until we succeed. But meantime, I want you to understand that the masquerade will be nothing when you assume the responsibility as a ruler in this land.
Are you sure we're in the right place?
Of course we are, my prince. This is the center of Ozemede. And that is the animal skin.
Why then have we been unable to lower it down?
Omelabo said that if we're able to bring it down, it will solve our problems. I understand from that statement that it will be difficult.
This animal skin that hangs at the center of Ozemede forest represents many things to many people. What does it represent to you?
It represents peace and healing to us. We are noble men from Abomime Kingdom.
Are you in any way connected to the royal house of Abomime Kingdom?
I'm the prince, Prince Odilibe of Abomime Kingdom.
Because of your grandfather, His Royal Majesty, Ezenia Ezodaligo of Abomime Kingdom, I will allow you people to go with this animal skin. But remember, when it solves your problem, come back to offer your sacrifice of thanksgiving to Anienu Shrine.
Why? Why should we go to Anienu to offer thanksgiving sacrifice, while this is Ozemede Forest?
Ozemede Forest belongs to Enu people. You shall go with this animal skin. Remember, come back to say thank you to Anienu Shrine. Don't forget, come back to say thank you to Anienu Shrine. Do not forget. Do not forget. I don't know you, but you have a striking resemblance with the man that went with the whirlwind. What are you doing in this land? Get out of my path!
Abomime Kingdom has no connection whatsoever with the new kingdom, where you are priest of Anienu. Why are you constantly interfering with what we are doing in Abomime?
I think I now know where you came from. You. Because of you, they have not crowned the Prince of Abomime king ever since his father died. You were banished from your land with your evil colleagues. I expect you to have repented so that your people will forgive you. But you have refused to repent. Rather, you are in a strange land manipulating Abomime. Let me ask you, do you want to die an evil man?
I don't have the time to spend with men like you who talk like women.
You have to swear on this word that from henceforth you shall cease from interfering in what we do in our body.
I shall swear. And if I don't, what will you do?
You sure do know me well. You know what I shall do to you if you refuse.
Now, leave my path. Leave my path!
Are you talking to me?
I give you 4 seconds to leave my path, or you will go like your brother.
Azuka, you see what I'm going to say.
Even on water. Adu ife no no to. Asi no ke dibia mambem. Ajo mo anyo nsi oko. Ha! Mbana na. Onwe ka ajo mo si na mo wala ja yesu we ku dibia. Ku dibia, ku dibia. Jaru no be we na eje. Mbana no. Asi nkere mi be ye me na eke. Na me no mpu kan go je me. No me di roda ni rie. Onyo me na so da na rie. Mana esi na ya ku di no na eti da bi we na me. Ayi ya ga na eje una. Hey!
As long as you have refused to leave us alone, we shall not cease from frustrating this land. You, Odilibe, must never emerge as king, and there shall never be 7 days of uninterrupted peace.
What kind of endless battles are we involved in? Why can't they leave us alone?
My prince, that is the evil with witchcraft. They will never leave anyone alone.
These evil men know about the 7 days of peace, and they are capitalizing on it to foment endless trouble in the land.
You suggested, my prince?
Get the kingmakers to crown me king. It's obvious we may never have the 7 uninterrupted days of peace.
My prince, we cannot afford to play into their hands. That is what they want, to force us into making that mistake. And that is something we must avoid.
Why didn't I know of this when my father was alive? To kill him would have been the best way to avenge the brutal way they executed my mother. Come in.
Look, do you mind telling me what's eating you up? Because since I won that wrestling match, I've not set my eyes on you. And that's because you've been avoiding me. Where did I go wrong?
You are not doing what is right. And it hurts me deeply.
What do you mean by that?
We are not just from same father. We are from same mother. The woman who bore you was executed because she was trying to explore her freedom of movement. Why are you not bothered?
There's one thing you must never do. Do not make yourself a tool in the hands of the enemies of this kingdom. They may have been banished quite alright, but are still active from where they are.
Who are the people you call enemies? The same noble people that were lied against and banished? It's a good thing you came here this night, because I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. I now hate all of you men in this palace. You are the main problem we have in this kingdom.
Have they brainwashed you to this level?
Nobody is brainwashing me. The truth you thought was hidden is now in the open. That's why everyone sees me as insane. And I will continue fighting for my mother until her killers are brought to justice.
Our mother died and was buried in peace. Why are you allowing evil men and women to lead you astray?
The best thing you will do for me now is just leave me alone. Please.
The day is coming when you will realize the harm you're doing to yourself.
I am doing no harm to myself. I want to be left alone.
I am now convinced that we need a radical approach to this lingering issue of witchcraft. There is no king in this land. That is because wise Omesu believes in the diplomacy of 7 days of peace. But I have seen that we cannot deal with witchcraft using diplomacy. Therefore, I call for Obejili, the all-conquering sword of Abomimi. They have not used you for long because they believe they cannot use you, but I know that I can use you because I have read about you. I believe. So rise. Rise! Rise! Then who are you? I never called for you. I called for Bejili. Who are you?
My name is Awegon Kitty, the goddess of metal money. Thank you so much for freeing me at last. Ugezu had kept me here for long because he said men don't need metal money anymore. Can you imagine that?
Of course, main money is now in notes. Nobody uses coins anymore.
That is your thought. I shall be available to educate you when you are ready to learn.
What?
What's the matter with you? Why are you running like someone pursuing a rat?
I mean, it's true. I saw a rat, a very big one, big rat. So I was trying to kill it.
That is not the best way to deal with rats. You can get injured in the process. Remind me tomorrow, and I'm going to spread rat poison everywhere. That's the best way to deal with rats. The poison will kill all the rats and dry them up in a way they will not smell anywhere in the palace. Shoot your sword. Why in this world did they introduce notes as currency? Coins are better than notes.
This is not happening. Wise one, are you alright?
Have you not been working for free in this palace? When men work for notes, they work for free because notes are nothing. This is a new era, the era of Egoigwe, coins economy. You need some money. You need serious Egoigwe.
I've bitten more than I can chew. How do I remedy this now?
It is you I'm coming to see.
Wise one. The same name they have called me over the years that made them use my services for free. This is a new dawn. A new era. The era of Egoigwe. Anyone that needs my services now must pay for it.
Wise one. Okay. The princess is very sick. She said her head aches and her temperature has gone very high. As the chief physician we have in this palace, do you have some painkillers you can give to her? Please.
There are painkillers and there are painkillers. Some of them are in liquid form, some are in capsule, some in tablets. But the potency of any painkiller lies with the brain behind it. Show me some coins and the painkiller is out.
Okay. Give me a minute.
A minute. I'm waiting. That is more like it. Beautiful coins. The era of a Ghallywood. Go back to the princess and wait for me. I will be with you soon.
Now, the wise Ugezu himself has gone insane. This is the end of this kingdom.
Guards! Wise one! Guards! Where are the guards? Wise one. They come at all. Wise one. Wise one. Many of you have been working for free because they pay you in notes. To me, that's very unfair. The main money is coins, and we are going back to the era of coins. We call it coins economy. I called you to inform you of what is happening now. Starting from now onwards, all the diligent palace workers shall be paid with coins. That is the main money.
Wise one, we are okay with what we are collecting. I don't want to go back to coins, please.
Njakale, does it mean you cannot think? I'm so happy you came out. I believe you will understand this lecture faster. Please, talk to the guards. Let them understand that the good days are here. The good days of the coins economy.
See, I don't know what you guys think about coins. For me, I'm not going to collect coins from anybody. Never.
Is this not exactly what I've just said now? I am not going to collect coins from anybody. Never.
Do not bother yourselves. Actually, the wise one is presently sick. But keep it to yourselves. I believe in no time he'll be fine. Don't worry about what he said.
Ugezu is sick? Huh? It's not ever possible.
Exactly. You are asking whether it is possible. Now let me ask you, why won't it be possible? Why is Ugezu, he's a human being like all of us, and he's been eating better. He's been eating better food, better things in this palace. So it is even good. Let better sickness fall on people that eat better things in the palace. Because as for me, you know what we eat here. So if headache is even good for me. You never cease to amaze me. Please, let me go with my clothes, please. I'm going to back to my too.
Why don't you go to Ugezu and get drugs that would help bring my temperature back to normal?
I already did that. I think something is wrong. Something is wrong.
Something is wrong. Something like what?
I don't want to bother you with what is going on here.
My princess, this is for you. Drink all of it at once and plenty of water after. You shall be fine.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was then. This is a new era. The era of Igwe. Someone paid already.
What was that?
Don't bother yourself, my princess.
Did he just ask for money?
I don't know, my princess. I'm not sure of anything anymore. I think something is wrong with the wise Ugezu. Let me get you water.
I'm bothered. There's this news making the rounds that you have been demanding money from palace workers for services rendered, telling others that they have to be paid in coins. What's the meaning of this?
That's the difference between you and your father. He will concentrate on the things that concern him and leave Ugezu to face those ones that concern Ugezu. Typical example of rendering unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to Yahweh the things that are his.
I'm the prince in this palace, and I manage the finances of this palace. Everything you need to work with has been provided. So why demand money from palace workers for your services rendered? Telling other diligent workers that they will be paid in coins. Why?
If you want all the problems in this palace to cease, so that we can have the much needed 7 uninterrupted days of peace to make you king, you must do exactly what I want to tell you now.
Which is?
You will have to sit on the grave of your father, and someone will have to wash your head with warm water. When this is done, witchcraft will be destroyed completely in this kingdom, and we shall have the much needed 7 days of peace to make you king.
I have to sit on the grave of my father? and allow my head to be washed? This process echoes of witchcraft. Why would I fight witchcraft with witchery?
New era. We are in the new era. Everything is easy. Think about it.
What's wrong with Ugezu?
I am not going to tell you what you must do, because you actually beat more than you can chew.
Do not abandon me, Great One. Odogwu Omelabo. I beg you, do not abandon me. Ugezu is the authority in the palace. He is the one in the center of it all. But I have reason to believe that his sense of reasoning is gone. And this is not good.
And that is because you went off track. Abaye Gunkete, the self-acclaimed goddess of metal money, has been caged because of the desolation that comes with her. Why would you invoke Abaye Gunkete back into resistance?
Believe me, Great One, I am still surprised. I did not mention her name because I do not know her. Believe me, I do not know her. Her existence and activities are not documented in all the essays written by Ugezu that I read. I actually went for Ogbejili because I plan to cut down everything that is preventing the kingmakers from crowning the Prince King. I do not know how the goddess of metal money appeared instead. Pardon me.
It is not within your powers to use any force to move the kingmakers of Abomime. Nkenke and his colleagues do manipulate the process, but the desolation shall not linger for too long. The goddess you invoked will create more problems in the land unless you urgently put her back to where she was.
Exactly. This is why I'm here, Great One. Help me. Guide me. What must I do to send her back to the pot?
Ugezu has written many essays in the past, and he is still writing. A particular essay of his is what you need now. Essay on the dumb mermaid. The essay is more than an essay. Find it, read through the pages properly, and you will discover how to deal with Abaye Gunkete. There is no time. If her spirit sinks into Ugezu properly, the evil that will rise will be mightier than all we have seen. Use the wisdom the ancestors gave you. Do what you must do.
I don't know what is happening. First the princess is back on her feet and now we have the prince lying very sick. I don't know what is going on, sir.
This sickness has a direct link with the python.
Oh, no. It can't be. Do you mean to say that the python has already possessed him?
Yeah. And for the prince to get back on his feet, you will have to paint him for 6 hours with colors that are opposite the python. This painting must happen immediately.
Sorry, but you mean to say he doesn't need medication?
Exactly. He needs no medication. Get the guards to help you take him outside. Paint him with colors opposite the python, and he will be back on his feet. All the men who are men, they know that the fear of the python is the beginning of wisdom. Instead, you took the python for a walk.
This is where it has landed you.
Nothing will happen to you, my prince. Nothing will happen to you.
This is how it's gonna be. Yeah, mama. Oh, let the sun shine. I wanna see a better place, a land with no evil, a land that's peace.
What is going on? Why is the prince painted like this?
We did as instructed by the wise one. The prince suddenly took ill this morning when the princess recovered. So he said we should paint him like this, that he doesn't need medication.
Are you sure of what you're saying? The wise Ugezu asked you to do this?
Yes. He said the sickness has something to do with the woman he identified as a python, and that we should paint him with colors that are anti-python and keep him here for 6 whole hours. Our fingers are crossed, and we're believing that the pattern will work.
Say it fast and leave. I am pursuing this cash economy to its logical conclusion. Very soon the world will read my new essay on cash economy, and global economy shall be propelled with coins.
There is something mightier than coins, wise one.
And what could that be?
The essay on the dumb mermaid.
Don't be ridiculous, Enenia. How could you say that? The essay on the dumb mermaid reverses men that are already on the move. It is not a progressive essay. And any day I am happy, I will tell you why I developed that essay. There is no way you could compare that with the new essay I'm developing now. That essay reverses men that are on the move. This new essay forces men to be on the move.
I prefer the old one. How will I get it?
Come with me. More, you see? Can I have the key? Monisi. This is the essay on the dumb mermaid. After reading it, you will not remain the same again.
You too, wise one. You will never remain the same. all major things that finally stood the test of time started like a joke. The truth is that men have never achieved anything without play, for play is the seriousness that propels hard work. The mermaid is a player, and the dumb mermaid is a deadlier player. She said she is from Bermuda, but we know the triangle from where she surfaced. She is dumb, for she gave the people the impression of dumbness. The truth is that she is elegant. And she moves with the speed of light.
I'm greatly surprised that we have beauties like you, yet we cannot seduce the prince. Tell me, where will I report this?
The problem isn't us. Ugezu is the problem.
Yes, Ugezu. He has gathered enormous powers from all over the world. And if we must succeed in this war, we have to make a way to kill him physically.
I am disappointed
in both of you.
Sorry, Nkenke. You cannot say that. If not for the manipulations we created and are still creating in Abomimi, Prince Odilibe would have been crowned king. And that would have ended it all. I'm sure you are aware of that. So you should give us some credit.
Ooh. Isidienu. You see the women that you are defending? Take a look at them. This is why I always insist that men are better in diabolic confrontations and manipulations.
I don't agree with you, Kenke. You can never say that men are better. Men have failed us in the past. So, we always end up with
A very simple thing reverses his speed. And this strange act of reversal is now enlarged to reverse even all things. The line is simple, but deep. Ete Zabinando is the line that reverses. It takes great gods to speak this line, the line of the deep. But if one can echo it with power, something will happen. One can echo it with power. Ete Zabinando.
Something is not where it's supposed to be. It is still massive in the enclave of the negative forces. And very soon, it is going to rise to destroy the positive. What could it be?
Ete Zabinando.
What? Abegonkete, how the hell did you come out of bondage?
The past 24 hours, they're wonderful. I actually enjoyed myself.
Zion Kunas, Etei Sabinando! Etei Sabinando Litas! It's unbelievable. How did she come out?
I do not know. Was that a spirit?
Not just a spirit, an evil spirit. Her name is Abegonkete, the self-acclaimed goddess of metal money. I caged her, for she is the very spirit of squandermania. She makes money to have no value. Had it been I didn't cage her, this palace would have gone bankrupt since. How did she come out?
Why is those Mrs. said?
What's wrong with me? And what is she doing here?
And why are you asking questions as if you are relevant? We must surely take over.
What am I going to do with this?
Enenye is the one that could handle your brother. Look for a way to get him drink this, even if it's a drop of it. Once he drinks it, something will happen, and he will do what we want.
What exactly do you want?
Just do your best and leave the rest. But most importantly, if anybody should ask you what you know, do not say a word. That is the instruction from your mother. Do it, and do it now.
I do not know why you're staring at me like that.
I have this feeling that you know something about the manifestation of Agbegonkete. Am I right or wrong?
Wise one, we should not dwell on that. What is important right now is for us to know that we triumphed because she has gone back to where she belongs. We should concern ourselves with the way forward.
I am concerned about you, for you are a cardinal part of that way forward. I look at you. I've been emptied. You need my essay on the dumb mermaid for you to restore the things that are lost.
Well, wise one, I already have the essay.
How do you mean you already have the essay? I never give out the essay to anyone.
I understand why you sound this way. You already gave the essay to me, and I have used it. And now that you've confirmed that I still need it, wise one, I shall use it again.
He already have the essay. Why are such things happening around here?
The wise one is back to his senses. And he is starting to suspect me. This isn't good for me.
Why are you charging at me like that? Why are you pulling this up?
The best things we need in life are the things that will manifest when you assume the position as a ruler in this kingdom. And if you must forget everything, do not forget that your brother is the only problem you have. And if you must shine, your brother must be silenced. Because of course you know we do not have double moon shining in the sky. It is just one moon, and that moon is you.
Yes, come on. Why are you looking at me like that?
Enenia has been detained in the palace cell by the orders of your brother. His offense is that he made an attempt on the life of your brother.
So, why are you telling me?
I have reason to believe he was hypnotized by the enemies of this kingdom to carry out that heinous act. I came to ask you, my princess, do you know anything about that?
I am not part of the security that you have in this palace. Why would you ask me about something that you know I know nothing of?
What did they promise you that made you agree to be a tool in their hands?
I do not understand what you mean by that. I'm sorry, sir. You're scaring me with that look.
You know, you've lived all your life in this palace. And I must admit that I've started to appreciate you as a woman.
Thank you, my prince. But you took me unawares with that compliment. I don't even know what to say.
No, you can go ahead and say anything, because I'm disappointed in you.
I'm sorry, my prince. What did I do?
How can you stand before me holding brief for the same man that wanted to kill me? What does that mean? It means that both you and Enenye have been having an affair in this palace, and I'm asking you to leave my presence now.
I swear on my life, my prince. Enenye and I have nothing to do with each other. I am the one who sets the prince and the princess, and there is no way I can compromise myself.
Then why are you holding brief for him?
I'm holding brief for him, my prince, because I believe he will not do anything intentionally to hurt you.
But that was exactly what he did. I still am surprised how I survived, because he came at me with the real intent to rip me open.
Please, my prince, please, do not be in a hurry to execute him. I have this belief that the truth will manifest in no time. Please, my prince.
You are a man of Abomi, and as such you should know and understand the traditions of the land. Visitors should be welcomed. Why are you looking at me as if I am a stranger?
And that's exactly what you are. A total stranger to me. In this era when witchcraft is practically damaging our kingdom, everybody is being very careful.
I wanted to handle you with diplomacy, but it is now very clear that you do not have the benefit of that diplomacy. I am going to show you the zeal of Bermuda.
What do you mean by the zeal of Bermuda? By that alone, you sound so convincing that you're one of them.
You are a big fool to ask me that. We have a job for you, and you must do that job.
Must? What is the job?
I agree with you that he wanted to kill you. What I want you to understand is that something is behind it.
So you're directly confirming to me now that he has a link with witchcraft. And by my new rules, he has to be killed. So why are you defending him?
My prince, I know his mother very well. And there is no way you can execute that son of Nwoku that she sent to us to solve our problems.
Now, you said something was behind the attack. If I may ask, what was it?
Go with him to the cave of Omelabo, and there you will discover the truth of what actually happened.
You are my uncle, and you remain the only one I trust in my mother's family. I came to find out if you know what happened to my mother.
The more I ponder over what happened, the worse I feel. Have you ever wondered why I don't often call you Adanna? giving the pride of your first daughterhood to your late father. It's because of what happened. My only sister, murdered by the man she called husband. And there was nothing I could do about it.
So you knew she was murdered? Why didn't you do anything?
Because I was waiting for any of you, her children, to come here and ask questions. What could I have done without you, her children? You're here finally, and I'm happy.
Forgive me, Uncle, for I never knew. If I had the slightest idea she was murdered, I would have personally handled my father while he was still alive.
Like I said earlier, I'm very happy that you're here. It's never too late to do the right thing.
Odogwu Omelabo. This is Odilibe, the prince of Abomimi kingdom. I was asked to come here with Enenye, but I was unable to do that because I'm angry with him. Odogwu Omelabo, is that your voice? Manifest yourself. I need to see you. We need to talk one-on-one. Enenye is a stranger. How can you be talking to a stranger while you are unwilling to speak to the prince?
Ask you a question. You have not answered the question I asked. Are you angry with him because he has been sleeping with your sister?
Are you confirming to me that Enenye has been sleeping with Adana in the palace?
What would you do if I confirm that he has been sleeping with her right under your nose?
Just give me the confirmation and leave me to handle it.
The bare fact that you came here to speak with Omelabo, the same Omelabo that Omesu has been avoiding, has shown me that you, the prince, have no brains.
If you are not the Omelabo, then who are you? Who are you?
Ah, that fool that will never reign as king in Abomimi.
Wise one, it is not possible. I couldn't have done it. Jackley told me that I am in this cell because I made an attempt on the life of the prince, and indeed I think that is ridiculous. Wise one, you know me. I value the life of the prince more than my own life. There is no way I will make an attempt on his life. Never.
It happened in this palace. And I can confirm to you authoritatively that you attempted to murder the prince.
With due respect, wise one, I do not believe you. I do not believe this. Why would I want to kill the same prince that I am here to protect? It is not possible. But if indeed it happened, it means that obviously I was manipulated. Just the way Okwudili was manipulated. I cannot harm the prince.
It happened. But I know it was a setup. Their powers are beginning to work against you because you're hiding something from me. Tell me what you are hiding from me, and the powers of your mother shall envelop you one more time.
I never wanted to tell you this, wise one.
Figure out how you're going to say it before they destroy you. What are you hiding from me?
Abuego Nkiti was never the one I planned to invoke.
Are you by that statement confirming to me that you were actually the one that invoked Abuego Nkiti back into existence?
Forgive me. Wise one. I read about the all-conquering sword called Ugezu. I believed that I could handle the powers of the sword. I did everything for the prince. The diplomacy of 7 days of peace was no longer working, so I decided to use violence to install the prince as king. Obviously, it backfired when Abuegunkiti appeared instead. This is what I've been hiding from you. Forgive me.
Are you not seeing this white creature that has been pursuing me from the bush?
Wild creature?
Yes.
I can't see anything. Same with me, I can't see anything.
That was close. That was very close. Where's this place?
This is Ikenta village. Ikenta village.
Ikenta. How far is it from the palace?
It's a bit far from here.
Please, take me back to the palace.
Can we have a better opportunity? Tell me! You were all alone in the bush with our target, and you couldn't even kill him. Tell me, why do you call yourself a lord then?
Nkenke, he ran into some girls and the girls weren't seeing me. I told you the rules already. I cannot kill a man in the presence of girls that cannot see me.
Quiet! Stop giving me this crap! You chased our target from the cave all the way to a Kenta village, and you could not kill him! Is there a better way to prove that you are nothing? I don't want to believe that you just came against me. In the remaining days of your existence, don't you ever try this nonsense. If you do, you will not like what I'll do to you.
I am watching you closely, Nkenke. Make one mistake, I will personally handle your second death.
Remember that you were abandoned for years. You were left in the coolers for donkey years. And now I know why. Your fire is useless. It cannot even kill a rat. Remember that I was the one who brought you back to existence. And don't make me regret my action. Because if you do, you will know why I am called Odintenke Emele.
Omelabo is the living deity of my people. Why in this world would he not appear to me?
I humble myself before the coming king.
Thank you.
He sent for me.
Yes. Take those girls from Ikenta that brought me back into the guest lodge. I'll see them immediately after my siesta.
Your uncle is there, my prince.
My uncle? What do you mean by my uncle is in the guest lodge? Who is that, my uncle?
His name is Uncle Dike. The princess came back with him and asked me to quarter him in the guest lodge. He is there as we speak, my prince.
Where's the princess as we speak now?
She's in her room. She actually asked me to tell her when you return.
Don't tell her anything yet. I want to see Uncle DK before I see her.
Consider it done, my prince. Do you want something in particular for lunch, my prince? I can see you had a stressful day.
I'll tell you when I make up my mind.
Jackley told me that I am in this cell because I made an attempt on the life of the prince, and indeed I think that is ridiculous. Wise one, you know me. I value the life of the prince more than my own life. There is no way I will make an attempt on his life. Never.
It happened in this palace. And I can confirm to you authoritatively that you attempted to murder the prince.
With due respect, wise one, I do not believe you. I do not believe this. Why would I want to kill the same prince that I am here to protect? It is not possible. But if indeed it happened, it means that obviously I was manipulated. Just the way Okwudili was manipulated. I cannot harm the prince.
You're free.
Are you serious?
Yes. The prince asked me to free you. That you have been freed by your own testimony. I don't know what that means.
Free to go to my room or free to leave the palace?
The cook has been instructed to prepare an elaborate meal. The priest is so excited about something you said, though I don't know what it is. Go and take your shower and be ready in case he calls. Now, let's go.
How long do you intend to stay here?
I'm here for now. Adanna already told me the confusion both of you face in this palace. And I am here to assist my late sister's children to find their bearing one more time. She already gave me the liberty to operate here. I only wonder if you will oblige me the same privilege.
Why not? If I cannot give my own uncle the privilege to function freely in the palace I control, who then will I give the privilege?
Yes. There are challenges we have in the palace, even in the kingdom, presently. And I believe it is connected with what happened to the prince. There are unseen forces warring against us, making it impossible for us to have the much desired 7 days of peace to crown a king.
We saw it today. They pursued him to where we were, and he was trying to show us what was pursuing him, but we weren't seeing what it was.
Well, that is why I asked them to bring you here. Now I want you to go back to Ekenta village where you came from and leave us to handle the problem in the palace.
Oh, we never wanted to stay back. We would have gone since. It was the prince that insisted we stay back. We'll do everything for him.
No problem. Take. It's for both of you. Gold made by our goldsmith in this kingdom. It is our way of showing gratitude for bringing back the prince. My prince.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. I'm happy the wise one has taken good care of you. Thank you once more.
Thank you, my prince.
My prince, they saved the life of the prince. Yeah. And they deserve something more than gold.
I think so too.
You may leave now.
Thank you.
Extend our gratitude to your family.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, my prince.
All right, safe journey home.
Victory is gone.